waiting, doing nothing. What was I waiting to do? Go out to an after party. Let you in on a little showbiz secret. There's the show. I blew my nose into toilet paper. That's a showbiz secret right there. Don't blow your nose into toilet paper. Can you see any breast? I hope not. It's not the time or the place. There's something in between the show and the after party, and it's called waiting around doing nothing. And there I was waiting around doing nothing thinking, you know, I really want to do a current mood. So I threw one together post-haste, and here we are. Because I kind of can't quit you guys. I got 2 drinks tonight, got the Perrier, and I've got the Red Bull because the aforementioned after party. Now, the after party should follow through on its promise to be after. But sometimes it's a way after party. And if you went on at the beginning of a telecast, for instance, it's the way after party. So I would love it if David could call in live. Are you right next to? Well, Dave has to be able to get on. Grammy winner Dave Chappelle, another Grammy on Dave's mantle. If I don't know if you're around, Dave. Are you around, Dave? Otherwise, put him on, and I will have you. I'll connect. So I'm waiting to go to an after party. What you really should do is not have to wait to go to an after party. It should be a natural progression from the thing you're at. But no, this is all staged. So I'm waiting, doing nothing for an after party to happen. That makes it look like I rolled in from someplace. If you're watching right now, and you were an artist who was playing the Grammys, presenting the Grammys, up for a Grammy. Oh, well, okay, Elaine, we're going to put you on in 1 second. This is great. We're going to talk to Grammy winner Dave Chappelle. If you are laying in the back of an SUV and your feelings are hurt, or if you're propped way up, screaming out the window because you won, let's talk. Let's talk. I have experience in both winning and losing, so I am a fairly licensed practitioner in the psychology of Grammys. With me, in case you thought that it was a stunt, is the actual bottom of my Song of the Year Grammy from 2004. And here's, you can see where I used all that force to get it off. Here's a little label from the Recording Academy that says, "Please don't do that," which I didn't see till later on, years later. I would like to see everyone who won a Grammy rip the thing apart and hand it to the person that they believe should also get it. I think that would be a really diplomatic thing to do, but I can't push you one way or the other. I will say that Alicia wins out, I think, more than I do on splitting the wishbone this way. Because her Grammy looks like a Grammy, mine looks like a hard drive. Although it does have a label on it, but if you're not an awards junkie, you wouldn't know what that was. So, in the spirit of fun, the spirit of spontaneity, which is originally what Current Mood is all about. And by the way, we're gonna have a better show than you would imagine. You might be you might be aware that I've got my hair cut in between since I last saw you, in between the Grammys and now. I got my hair cut because I looked back at a picture from the Grammys and I said, that won't do. I need another haircut. Which makes this the ballerest thing I've ever done. I used the Grammy Awards telecast as a mirror. He used a Grammy Awards show as a mirror. He checked his hair in the Grammy Awards. And then he got his haircut. Top that. But we're going to talk to a real bona fide Grammy winner from this evening. Let's see if we can get it going on. Let's see here. This button is very hard to... Okay, let's see. Can I... Oh, man. I'm trying to... Okay, looks like... Oh, boy. Hold on. Elaine, can you request? I saw you. I'm not going to put the... Oh, here we are. So if you hand it over to Dave, or, if you want to be on first, we're going to go live with Grammy winner Dave Chappelle.
before?
Yo!
Pin hooray, Cena.
We did it.
Congratulations.
Hey, it worked.
Yes, it worked.
Up. Hold on, I'm turning the lights up so you can see my hands and face.
I've got to raise this thing up too.
Wayne, you know
Lighter than that, Jesus. Like, let me see.
Everybody, Grammy. Jay, what number Grammy is this for you?
This is my second Grammy, John.
How does it feel?
Like nothing.
Really, it feels like nothing?
I feel like empty inside.
Well, is it the kind of scenario where someone wins the lotto and it ruins their life and they wish they'd never won the lotto?
I gotta tell you something. No, it's the comedy category. Everybody in the category is crazy about each other.
Right.
Like the idea of someone saying one of us is better than another one of us, well, that sounds silly.
Well, where do you think the music industry could take a cue from that? You think musicians are a little more competitive, a little more dog-eat-dog on it?
Yeah, that would be my guess. I mean, you tell me, John. You're the one that's in the goddamn Karate Kid tournament.
I don't think that it's aimed towards other musicians. It's more through that line that musicians think about with the universe. They go, why not me? But they don't go, why him or her? But they do say, why not me?
I mean, everybody was great.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Of course.
Turn it off. There's somebody like literally watching your show on another phone. It's so fun.
Oh, hold as we reconnect. Again, we're talking to Dave Chappelle. Say it again.
I'm back. I'm back.
We have a time.
I don't know anything about Instagram. I'm on my wife's phone.
Is this the most you've ever used social media right now?
Wait, what'd you say?
Is this the most you've ever used social media right now?
This is the only time. I don't even consider the social media. It's like I'm doing Conan or something.
11.7 thousand other people think this is social media you're on.
Nerds. Yo, how did you like presenting tonight? Was it fun there?
I loved it. You know, whenever I'm not nominated, which is often, I say to myself, good, I don't have to go, because going is a whole ordeal.
Wait, one night wasn't nominated? That's bullshit.
What's that? No, New Light? No, it wasn't nominated.
New Light.
Yeah,
Did I say one night? I'm sorry.
No. That's all right. It wasn't nominated. But also, I didn't expect it to be nominated. It would have been cool if it was. But I've learned through the years that there's no rhyme or reason to it. Yeah. You wake up in the morning, and if you have 52 new messages, you got nominated. If you don't, you didn't get nominated, and that's all. If it's a quiet morning when you wake up, you didn't get anything.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, like, my phone blew up tonight, and I didn't think I cared, but it made me feel good. This is my friend Feminist Stacy. You'll hear about her in my act. Great. That's my wife Elaine. Never her face.
Hello.
All right, Elaine, that's enough. Cut it out.
Well, realize.
Who are you there with? Are there other people there?
It's just me. I just decided I wanted to go on and say hi to people. I was laying around waiting for the after party to start, which is a very lame
Are you going to the parties or no? That's what I wanted to ask.
I'm going to a couple parties.
All right, let's just talk it out. What's the #1 party that you're going to go to on Grammy night? And this is the John Mayer. What's your pick? You can go to any of them. Which one do you go to?
Well, I'm a company boy, so I'm going to go to my Sony Grammy party.
That's not going to be fun, but I appreciate your gangster.
I can make it fun. It'll be fun.
It might be fun. Where? Oh, don't say where it is.
I'm a vet. I'm a vet on the label. It's fun when you're a vet. You know this, isn't it fun? Aren't these things more fun when you're a vet than when you're a scrappy young kid who looks around the room and tries to figure out what the hierarchy is?
I'm only a vet by acumen, but by like accolades, I just got this money.
That's not true.
Yeah, man. Like literally, the last year of my life is like some Cinderella shit. It's been beautiful.
Well, I think that's not that Cinderella. I don't think it's a. I understand why you think it's Cinderella, but it's also all of the work that you've done, sort of rounding around Earth and coming back to you in this sort of matured way, like bonds that matured. All that work you do.
Okay, I appreciate that, but you know what it is.
Yes, I do.
Like everybody works hard. Like we know a million people that really like dedicate their lives to this. But the fact that I would get recognized, I didn't think it would be a big deal. But then I was like, you know what? That's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal, and it makes sense that you would get a Grammy because you know that I've said for years that what you do is so musical. I think that's the reason we relate so well, is because the way your mind works is the way a musician works. The way you look for a joke is the way a musician looks for a note. And I know that sounds over.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me? On the bandstand, this is the greatest time on earth. Yeah. Hanging out with you like on a bandstand, man, listen, if you guys haven't had a chance to see the show Controlled Danger, well, you're missing out. Sorry about the shameless plug, John. Jesus Christ, it's a great show.
One for a plug.
It's a great show.
You're not one for a plug. Thank you.
I do a lot of shows. I have the most fun on that one.
I have the most fun with you. I got to say, the thing goes by in what feels like 15 minutes. Where do you keep your Grammy? And where will you keep the second Grammy?
You've never been to my house. I have a bar in my garage, and my Grammy just sits on the bar. Now, you got to remember, I live in Ohio. They've never seen something like a Grammy. So
right. So,
to them, it's a trophy. It's a gay trophy.
Oh, God. That's what a Grammy is?
I said that. Sorry about that, everybody. I'll see you on TMZ tomorrow, John. Good morning.
That's your definition of a Grammy, and you put it at the end of the house tour so that people you don't hit people with it right off the top.
No, my friends love it. It's mind blowing. Now I've only seen 2 Grammys on one other shelf, and it was Eddie Murphy. Well, I didn't know that he had won 2 Grammys. I said, I can't believe you won 2 Grammys. He said, I won 1, but then I moved and I lost it. So I asked them for a replacement, and they sent it, and I found the other one.
Stop it. So
yeah.
Call the number on the bottom of your Grammy if you have a problem. Call the number and give your unique Grammy number. And if you want
to you're a Grammy winner, no?
Having 2 of the same Grammy, please call Naris now.
Are you a Grammy winner?
Yes, I'm a Grammy winner.
And did it change your life? Tell the truth.
Yes. But it's not about the award. It's about It's not about the actual in-hand tangible award. It's about everybody knowing that you had the accolade. That all of the Grammys could disappear. It's the fact that it's on register. It's registered as I don't need the actual trophy. I have the line score somewhere in the cosmos.
I gotta tell you, I love the text messages. Like all my friends text me like it was my birthday. It was beautiful.
Have you gotten back to all of them, or do you have to like get to this?
I texted everyone back. There's like 4 or 5, and they're probably watching this. Like hi Cena and a couple other people that you probably have met.
I wish you were here to go to the after parties.
I wish I was too. Are you going out?
Yeah, and in your honor, I'm just gonna walk around a club with my phone looking for an aux cable.
Yo, I wish I was there so much, man. We could have so much fun. Did you eat dinner yet? Did you eat today?
That's a very loving question, and yes, I ate today. Well, as soon as I came off camera, I could start eating again.
Wait, so you didn't cook though? Where'd you go?
I get my meals delivered, Dave.
Oh my God, some real rock star shit.
Yeah, well, some real pop star shit. I get my meals delivered in a cooled bag, a cooled temperature-controlled bag. My meals are portioned out. I microwave them myself. I add salt and pepper, and I have at it.
All right, are you touring right now or no?
I am in rehearsals for tour, and I'm going to be going out in the middle of March.
Can we like sneak a couple shows in, or is that impossible?
I would love to, and Trauma says, "What's up?"
He's there?
No, he's on the feed right now. People are talking underneath us.
Oh, hey, Trauma, what's good? I'll see you in a couple days. By the way, for those of you watching, DJ Trauma, that's my DJ. He goes on the road with me.
Dave, show us your tips.
Somebody said
that's Cena. That's Cena.
Cena said, Dave, show us your tips.
Jeff Ross did it last week.
Yep, Jeff and I took our shirts off last week. When do you get back to LA?
I don't know, but look, I want to do this show. I guess I'm doing it right now, but I'm not like doing it.
This is like the Seinfeld episode where Jerry wants to buy the guy a meal and the guy keeps having soup. This is soup. This is not the meal.
Yeah, this is soup. Yeah, we want the steak and potatoes.
I want the steak and potatoes with you. Will you come and do the show in person, please?
I will. And by the way, shout out to Joe Rogan. I just got your text message. Wu-Tang.
Oh, this is amazing. You know, Joe Rogan's a huge podcaster, and you're now using my show to communicate with Joe Rogan.
Because he's probably watching.
This is amazing. My show, all roads lead through Current Mood.
Check me out, John. I drink water out of a red cup.
I bet you do. All right, how's that water?
Yeah, you know what, man? I really miss you. Like, when was the last time we did a gig? Was it What was it? Not Montreal.
It was about a month ago when we did
Vegas.
the Comedy Store.
Vegas.
6 hours.
Wait.
Yeah, that's right. It was 6 hours at the Comedy Store.
I do remember that. Tiffany had us sat in for a minute.
Yes,
too.
she did.
Yeah. And you know what, man? We got to do that again. Like people need that kind of shit.
I would please.
Those of you who have never seen the show John and I do,
let's do it on Current Mood. Let's actually do a show at the Comedy Store.
No, it's too big for that. Let's just talk.
Come on. Just let me know when you're coming into town, and we'll do it.
All right, that's feminist Stacy. Stop, Stacy. Stacy, look, you're famous now. And there's Gary Tubman.
I think I
my
heard what
token gay friend. What? I'm gonna be all over the place tomorrow.
What?
Stop, Gary.
I'm not here.
Well, congratulations again on the Grammy. That's huge.
Congratulations to you, man. I saw you presenting tonight. You look great.
It was fun, thank you. And then I looked at the television and I went, I need a haircut. So I got another haircut.
Your haircut looks. Wait, you didn't get a haircut after the Grammys?
Yes, I did. I used the Grammy Awards as a mirror.
Jesus, you have a lot. You have a lot of money. You know how much money you have to get a haircut at like 4 a.m. or whatever the fuck it is?
You could do it too, but you're not in Ohio. A 4 a.m. Ohio haircut, you'd have buckshot, birdshot. Buckshot, birdshot.
Yeah. Wait, are you at your house right now?
I'm at the Current Mood Studios in my living room.
All right. I felt like that was your living room.
Yeah.
Is anyone there? Don't say who. It's just you at the house.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. Where's your bodyguard guy? The guy
I don't have a bodyguard guy. I'm just gonna go out to parties.
Oh my gosh! I wish I was there.
I wish you were here. We would get in so much trouble.
It would be so much fucking fun. Can I cuss on your show, or is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Sorry about that.
Absolutely.
Well, and what's his name? Killed it tonight. What's that kid you introduced me to? We met him we were in I don't know, Denver or some shit.
Shawn Mendes. He was great.
Shawn Mendes. He ripped it tonight.
He was great.
Yeah, he ripped it tonight.
Great.
Give
Shawn,
him props.
Shawn might be on. Dave, I got to let you go because I think there's some other people. There's some Grammy losers and winners that I need to advise on how to proceed.
Right. Well, look, we'll be watching, man. Much love from the Chappelle household, John.
You're the best. Congratulations again.
Yo, and congrats for being John Mayer. That must be wonderful.
Imagine being you. You have the best dream. You have the best dream in the world. You're having the
strongest dream win, John Mayer.
Strongest dream. All right. See you guys. Bye. Oh, Dave Chappelle, my favorite. I mean, I'm laying on the couch and I decide I want to do a show. And then next thing you know, I'm talking to Emmy and Grammy, and possibly, I've not looked at his Wikipedia page, maybe an Oscar, I don't know. So it's a heavy night. There's a lot of energy rolling around tonight. And I want to make sure that everybody's okay, because a lot has been promised in the last few months since people were nominated for Grammys. And I'm going to tell you a position I've long held. It is better to be nominated than to ever find out if you've won or lost. And I'll tell you why. You get nominated somewhere in the end of December, somewhere in the middle of December. That gives you all of Christmas holiday, New Year's. It gives you all of January to enjoy possibly being a winner. Going to the Grammys is pretty much handing in that nomination and either getting back a win or nothing. And I don't know the numbers, the math of it, but 80% of the people will not be trading their nomination in for a win. I would love to be nominated forever. I think people would love to be nominated forever. Here's a good metaphor. Imagine getting a phone number of a girl and just wanting to stare at that number for a while, knowing that if you use it, you might find out she has a boyfriend. And so sometimes you don't want to call that number. Sometimes you want to live in that stage of perpetual possibility. And tonight, people have traded in possibility for a certainty, one way or the other. Let's see if anybody's requested to go on. I really think there's got to be someone in the back of their SUV watching this right now. They got all sorts of adrenaline going through their veins everywhere, but I don't know that I see anybody right now. Well, we've got who's around? See who I can possibly pull in. Well, people are busy celebrating and or lamenting. You didn't really lose a Grammy if you don't win a Grammy, because you really weren't competing for the Grammy. You were not chosen for a Grammy, but you lose the World Series. You don't say like, oh, we weren't chosen to beat the Mets this year. You actively did not beat the Mets in a display of competitive sportsmanship. If you did not win a Grammy, you did not lose a Grammy. You were not chosen to be given a Grammy. I hope that didn't sound so harsh. Celebrate your haircut, you say. I will celebrate my haircut every shower, as I treat it to only the finest shampoo and conditioner, and sometimes a leave-in product. I only use shampoo and conditioner with 12 languages on the bottle, because my life is dope and I do dope shit. Alicia Keys was amazing. Really, what a class act. Let me tell you something about Alicia Keys, and this is serious. I've known since the day that I met Alicia Keys, and I tell her this occasionally, that Alicia Keys is just a finer person than me. And it's been such a lovely relationship with her. I've always known, I'm very self-aware. And I've always seen her as someone with so much grace and so much poise. And I've seen myself, especially in her presence, as kind of a misfit, someone who wants to have it together and can't have it as together as she always has. But lately I've had it together. I don't know if you know this. Figuring out how to ride this bike called life. Finally figuring out how to pedal. Figuring out how to use the brakes. Don't use the front brakes, you'll flip over the front tire. I know that now. This is not just a metaphor. I got the knees to show for it. Horrible bike rider as a kid. So it's really nice to know Alicia as an adult now. Someone who sort of caught up with her. Certainly, I'm just not as good a person as Alicia Keys is. I think we'd all agree. But it's nice to know her as two fully formed adults. I knew her 20 years ago as one fully formed person named Alicia Keys and a strange ball of pathology known as John Mayer. And tonight was really, really fun to stand on stage as two fully developed people holding an undeveloped Grammy in each hand. I'm also finding out that OS 12.1.4 is available and will be installed later tonight. That just in from my producer. Very excited about that. Alicia Keys is pure talent. The watch, so I always go for it on Grammy night. The watch is Patek Philippe's venerable 5370 manual wind split second chronograph with enamel dial, Breguet numbers, luminous hands. It is Patek's finest production piece, I believe. Thanks, pictures of text on the haircut. You know I got a haircut because I used the Grammy Awards as a mirror. World's most baller mirror. Patek Philippe. Is that true? It's pronounced Patek Philippe. Well, I've been saying it right all along, and you're an idiot. Shout out to my barber, Nick, who came to my house I don't think your dealer's not as good as my dealer. My dealer sells cuts, choice cuts, USDA choice cuts. I was just trying to work out an acronym for USDA, and nothing that isn't totally dirty or off point is working. Come through shoulder pads. These are actually not shoulder pads, Kat. These are sleeves that are sort of raised up a little bit. They're sort of sewn up a little bit. It's a German sprockets thing. Oh, BJ has a Grammy. Doesn't BJ have a Grammy? If you're in the back of an SUV and you're headed to an after party and your feelings are hurt, talk to me. See who's on. If you're in the back of an SUV, your feelings are hurt, come talk to me. I'm looking for someone to troll, but people are busy. People are busy. Cool it with the software update. Cool it with the software. Imagine if you had a friend who behaved the way your software update announcements behave. It's Ned Flanders, basically. My phone is Ned Flanders. Howdy doodly, neighbor. OS 12.1.4 is available. Would like to set you up there between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. if you'll just hit yes right here. As long as you're hooked up to a power supply. Oh, if you're not hooked up to a power supply, we'll try it again tomorrow. I can't make you go away? No, I can't. I can't. Now I'm using current mood as a mirror. Dave just wrote that was dope. Dave, love having you on. You're the best. You are the best. Yeah, Kat, I have been as well. All my emojis are question marks. The more emojis that come through as question marks, the cooler you are. In my day, it was, I don't have a TV. Now it's, will you tell me what that was a picture of? Because I can't see it on my phone. Worst Flanders impression ever. True. Pulling it as a reference. It's pretty goddamn great. All right. Well, walk us through a Grammy after party. What's the breakdown? Nobody really knows who won and who lost, because there's so many given away before the telecast. And so what you do is, and this is actually, if you're watching and you didn't win a Grammy, because I'm really concerned about the people who didn't win a Grammy, because it's not as big a deal as it's made out to be. You're still going to have a great night if you didn't win, because nobody knows you didn't win, because nobody cares that much. And this is part of a different conversation. Look out, I'm holding a pen now. I have nothing to write on, but I'm holding a pen. And that means that I mean business. You know, when I was younger, I used to think that people either loved me or hated me. There's a third category, and it's the majority of the people. It's those who don't care. And that might sound like bad news at first, but really what it comes down to is that that's actually good news, because a lot fewer people than you think are worried about you are worried about you. So you go to an after party, and everybody says, congratulations, because they're thinking they're like sending it out there. Also, when someone says congratulations, most people don't go like, what did I do? They think about the thing that's the best thing they've done recently, and they go, this must be what you mean. Now, Cautious Clay, I don't believe you were nominated. I don't believe you were nominated, and if you were, then I'm sorry for saying that, but I didn't see you in any of the categories. Also, nothing to write on, but I'm holding the pen. So, again, this is more psychology, very esoteric psychology about not winning a Grammy. People are going to tell you, congratulations anyway, and then you just say thanks, because they don't really know, and you don't really know if they won or not. So anyway, yeah, I'm definitely a love-hate person. No one's just a love-hate person. There's a large contingency of people who don't care either way, and that is the best news going. Nobody cares. There's only 10.6 thousand people who care about this right now. I mean, that's a lot of people, but in the terms of the ratio of people I worry about, it's nothing. Okay, well, listen. I was here to keep you company. We'll stay on another couple minutes. This is what I call a soft landing. I don't want to just hang up the phone either. Are you like me when you're talking to someone on the phone and they go, well, all right, I'll tell you. You go, hey, you got to give me a 2-minute warning. I need a soft landing.
That's what I said. I don't think I could ever date somebody who said, I don't think I could ever date somebody, but I also don't think I could ever date somebody who said, well, okay, I'm going to bed. Have a good night. Bye. I go, tut, 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 tut. I need a 10-minute warning. I need a 7-minute warning, a 5-minute warning, and then a minute warning all the way to 3 minutes and a 30-second warning from 3 down to 0, and then I need bonus time. And if you say I love you, and I decide that wasn't enough, well, then I need a bonus I love you. And when I ask for a bonus I love you, it better sound like I expect it to, or we're going to have trouble. And that's me in a nutshell. Yep. Well, all right. Did anybody relate to that? I certainly hope you related to that. You know? Why don't I just fax you over a script and you can read it to me, and then I'll have my way, and then I'll be fine. Everything I want you to say, when I want you to say it, how I want you to say it. Wouldn't life be peachy? Wouldn't you ever say to somebody a really sweet thing you've been waiting to say to them all day, and they misinterpret it as they're allowed to do? And you're just like, that's not what you're supposed to say to the thing that I said. The thing that I said, you were supposed to go, oh my God, that's beautiful. But you picked a word that was even arbitrary. It didn't even mean to you. That was a setup to the nice thing I was saying. You ever have somebody get upset at the setup word when the punchline word is an awesome compliment? And then you start batting around this one little word that was arbitrary, and you're like, you're missing the compliment. You're never going to get the compliment. I'm never going to want to give. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. You know what I mean? Mom, I'm doing a show. Sorry, she keeps calling for me. If I have to hang up, just let it ring once and hang up, and I'll call you back. Let's overthink together, says Jamie. Well, all right. 2-minute warning. You're correct. You're correct. Well, it appears to be a night of overthinking. Well, it's Sunday night. It's the night to overthink and underdo. Lisa Frank is watching. That's very cool. I asked Lisa Frank if she would do. Would you guys want to see Lisa Frank do a new Current Mood logo? Because I would. And we're going to discuss that. I think this low-res logo that I got for free from this logo website, it's not going to cut it much longer. But then again, I'm also using the brick from Ted Bundy's confession room. So, I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. If you're making a documentary, put some police lineup lines on it, because everyone will watch it. Apparently, if your documentary cover has a height chart for a police lineup, everyone's going to watch it. I think they should put one on Free Solo and just put El Capitan next to a police lineup height chart, and then give it a gritty look, and people would be like, what did the giant rock do? And then they'll have to watch it. And you know what I mean? And who names those parts of the rock? Who names Devil's Crest? You know? Who names Jagged Tooth? I'd like to. Lance Martin has a point. El Capitan did kill people. Now, if we could rebrand Free Solo as a film about a serial killer, which would not be untrue, we got more viewers. I'm almost tempted to skip the after party, sit down in front of Photoshop, and make a new cover for Free Solo where The Rock is portrayed as a serial killer. And he's next to, of course, it's a he. I've animized it. It's a he. Can we all agree that El Capitan if it's a serial killing rock, is a man? I don't think I'm being hyper woke there. I think that's an easy one. I think this thing would get a lot more views. I really do. So, of course I'm losing viewers. I've been on too long. I'm leaving. I'm not even going to put this one up, although I should save it, because it was a good conversation with Dave. Maybe I'll put the conversation with Dave. I'll talk to Dave about it. But it was better than nothing. And so was being nominated. Better than nothing. So, have a lovely week. I'm going to go out and have a little fun for just a minute because I only put out New Light. I can't just go running around going, hey, me too. I just wrote one song last year. But this year, I'm writing a few more. I have a song coming out February 22nd. So you waited and you got something. I have a song called I Guess I Just Feel Like coming out February 22nd. Just my little thing at the end. Love you guys. See you again next week when we have a real show. This was our season.